Bloom and rise, inner shift, outer rise.
There is a type of confidence that does not need to announce itself. It does not need to be the loudest voice in the room. It does not need to dominate conversations or constantly prove itself. And yet, it commands more respect, more trust, and more genuine admiration than any loud personality ever could. Today, we are talking about quiet confidence, what it is, what the science actually says, and how to develop it, starting today. If you have ever been told you are too quiet, too reserved, or too introverted, this video is for you, because quiet confidence is not a weakness. It is, I would argue, the most powerful form of personal presence you can develop. Let us get into it. So, what exactly is quiet confidence? It is not shyness. Shyness comes from fear. Quiet confidence comes from security. It is not arrogance disguised as calm. Arrogance still needs the room to confirm it. Quiet confidence is the deep, settled knowing that you are enough without needing the room to confirm it. Think about the person at the dinner table who speaks less than everyone else, but when they speak, everyone listens. Think about the woman who walks into a room without announcing herself, but somehow you notice her first. That is not luck. That is not personality. That is a cultivated way of being, and it is available to every single one of you. The science backs this up, and it's more interesting than you might think. Research in social psychology consistently shows that people who are calm under pressure, who do not over-explain or seek approval, are perceived as more competent and more trustworthy than those who talk loudly and frequently. One study from the University of Amsterdam found that dominant talkers are actually rated as less intelligent by their peers over time. Why? Because intelligence and competence do not need to perform, they just exist. Think about the people in your life you respect the most. I would guess that very few of them are the loudest ones in the room. Most of them probably say less, but what they say lands differently. That is not coincidence. That is quiet confidence at work. Here's the key distinction I want you to really sit with. Loudness gets attention, presence gets respect. Anyone can be loud. It requires no skill, no discipline, no depth. But presence is earned. It is built through self-awareness, through emotional regulation, through genuinely caring about others rather than performing for them. Loud people fill space. Quietly confident people own it. And here's what nobody tells you. The loud person in the room is usually the least secure one in it. The volume is compensation. The performance is a plea for attention. Quietly confident people have nothing to prove. And that lack of desperation is one of the most magnetic qualities a person can carry. So, how do you build quiet confidence? 4 practical ways. First, stop over-explaining yourself. You don't owe anyone a justification for your choices, your preferences, or your boundaries. When you say no thank you and leave it at that, no long excuse, no elaborate reason, you signal that your decision is final and secure. That is deeply attractive, and it's a skill you can practice starting today. Second, become comfortable with silence. Most people fill silence because it makes them anxious. They talk to avoid discomfort. Quietly confident people sit in silence without panic. They don't rush to fill every pause in a conversation. That stillness communicates control, depth, and ease. Practice it. Sit with silence during meals, during commutes, during conversations. Let the pause breathe. You'll be surprised what you hear when you stop filling the space. Third, do things for yourself, not for an audience. Quiet confidence is built in private. The workouts no one sees, the books you read for yourself, the goals you pursue because they matter to you, not because they'll impress someone. The less you need external validation, the more genuinely confident you become. Social media has made this harder. The constant performance of a life is the enemy of real self-possession. Build the version of yourself you're proud of in private. The presence will follow. And fourth, speak with intention. Before you contribute to a conversation, ask yourself, does this add value? Is this true? Does this need to be said by me right now? You don't have to say everything you think. The quietly confident person chooses their words like a sculptor chooses which marble to remove. What remains is deliberate. What remains is powerful. You'll notice people lean in more when you speak less. Your words carry weight precisely because you don't spend them carelessly. Quiet confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build one decision at a time, one silence at a time, one private act of self-respect at a time. She doesn't need the room to know her worth, and neither do you. If this resonated, subscribe to Bloom and Rise. New videos every week on becoming the most grounded, magnetic version of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.